Have you guys been watching the supreme American comedy called Donald Trump Running for President? That shit is fucking crazy! And I've seen some crazy shit. I was living in America during the Bush administration. His brother ran my state. It was like being on the Jersey Shore every day of my life. That was my reality. But the cool shit is now, I mean, you know, whatever, American politics. Fuck that shit. But if Hillary Clinton wins, right? If Hillary wins, then Bill gets to come back to the fucking White House. Yeah! And we call the president's wife the first lady, so Bill gets to be, not only will we have the first woman president in United States history, but we will have the first man. And it will be Bill motherfucking Clinton with his saxophone and blowjobs and fucking cool shit. He'll just be kicking it in the White House, throwing parties. He'll be like, Hillary, go run the country. I'ma chill. I don't have to do shit. Okay, this song is called Fuck It. It's pretty much about some things that are like, fuck racism, alright? Disrespected by the culture I grew up in. For the color of my skin, white boy. My grandparents had to flee their home countries. Persecuted by the Nazis, that boy. Pops was born on a mountain, crushing grapes by the thousand. I'm a working man, pretty working hand. And even took myself without breaking the skin. I'm a win if it kills me, cause that last breath will be a fuck you. Fuck school by a houseboat, city boy. I was raised up in that Lauderdale. Couldn't go to full sail. Never been a hook at this here, don't think I've been good at. Back to track, on my back, I'm proud. I feel triple six just above your sound cloud. Closer to the thunder sound, boy, you gon' let us down. Bitch, I'm breaking the way, kids and rappers from the underground and from the south of so power, gold tea, sun shower, big bad bass. Everybody fucking with, yeah, the bottom big work, everybody sucking it. Boy, turn that shit down. You know that America don't wanna hear the sound of the white boy, turn that shit down. You know that America don't wanna hear the sound of the black boy, shoot me if you want to. That's why I put this here to haunt you. I attack, boy, nigga, but find out where the Jews still touching through the music. Understand, shut the fuck in your clemency, held up for real. Shut the fire after the Kennedys. Shoot for the pregnancy, like to leave them a legacy. Ladies, not to my pretty papers, I'm fighting in their ecstasy. Disrespected by the culture I grew up in. But the color of my skin, white print, heavens and the flee their home countries. Persecuted by the Nazis. Disrespected by the culture I grew up in. But the color of my skin, white print, my grandparents had to flee their home countries. Persecuted by the Nazis. So he rolled up on the beach in 1971, Miami Beach. Fucking crazy. Cocaine everywhere. Tropical birds of paradise. Like one police officer patrolling the entire beach. Cubans, Colombians just making millions of dollars off college kids. And my mother was laying on the beach with another man. Right, that's what I said, right? Fuck that man. I don't know nothing from this guy, right? And my father didn't care about this guy. He just saw my mother and he was like, oh man, she is beautiful. So he rolled right up to my mother with his little bathing suit and his big mustache. Mustache bigger than the bathing suit. Always. And he pulled a pear out of his bathing suit. One pear, one perfect pear. And with this very sharp French cheese knife, he peeled the pear with one solid motion without breaking the rind in a perfect spiral. And my mother was like, no shit, I was born 3 days later. So my father built this business for himself in America. He came from nothing. He came with nothing, didn't speak the language. He built himself a fucking successful business and started a family. Had me and my brother. And I used to work in this fucking pasta factory every day of every summer when I wasn't in school. I was standing on this fucking line, folding fettuccine and linguine with these hands here, hating pasta, like fuck you pasta, fuck you pasta. But as I got older, I realized, hey man, that pasta, that built a life for me, right? So when it came time for me to take over the family business, as Italians do, my father was like, hey, we have a position here for you in the pasta factory. And I was like, fuck a pasta factory, Dad. I'm trying to rap. And he was like, fuck rap. So my father and I, you know, we butted heads for a couple years. He didn't understand that, that this is what I wanted to do. Just this here. And it took him many fucking years to understand that no matter what happens, this is what I will do. 10 years go by, this is what I do. 15 fucking years go by, this is what I continue to do. Because it's what I love, right? I love coming here to towns where I don't know anybody, I've never been before, speaking with people, learning, watching, talking, drinking. Eventually my father, he understood that there was nothing else in my life that was more important than this, and that this is what I love, and he realized that. But he didn't understand this music, right? He didn't understand what I was doing. So a few years ago, he took me to the farm of his father, of our family farm that my grandfather built with his hands, with my brother, my mother, my entire family. And in the cellar of this house, there was 12 bottles of wine my grandfather made for me with his bare hands. And on these bottles of wine, he wrote my name and the year I was born. And I got to drink one of these bottles of wine with my entire family. So I left there and wanted to write at least one song that would make my father proud and honor all the hard work and fucking shit he went through to give me a life to be able to do this. So I wrote this song called Jockey 1977. It's about my father and the village he comes from. In Bonfiada, in the village of my father, we hunt chingale, we roast castañas. In Bonfiada, in the village of my father, we hunt chingale, we roast castañas. In the province of Imperia, the region of Liguria, Bonfiada, village of my father, 1,700 kilometers away from the town of Ranzo. That winding road is so narrow, you have to honk around corners for cars cause you can't see them halfway up that mausoleum where my grandparents rest. But the best part is the steady climb, I could already smell the wine, the basil, the coffee, the bread, my head gets warm, my heart slows down a pace. The village greets us, that loving looks on my family's face. In Bonfiada, in the village of my father, we hunt chingale, we roast castañas. In Bonfiada, in the village of my father, we hunt chingale, we roast castañas. If it meant you never saw my face again, my friend, I would end this run right now. Not with 9 to 5, so my father wouldn't have to sell that house. Chase these guilty pleasures, letting treasure disappear. My biggest fear, been in my family 200 years. It was in this house that the Nazis shot my father's uncle, cause he wouldn't buckle on hidden tobacco that he had stashed behind a secret cabinet. And it's in this village, there's only about 9 houses, that's it. Little church in the middle only opens once a year to honor the saint. Paint is peeling, charming decaying, sugarcane ceilings. They had to install a running toilet for our first visit in the 80s. Americans left that farm at 17 for Switzerland and young lovers. He was the oldest of 3 brothers. Hustled his way to France, then danced to the Bahamas. Found Miami, peeled that pear for Sharon, then had traded me. Y'all remember? Papagallo, hard pill to swallow. Chances are low with that family in tow. Mom's gotta work too proud to borrow because of where we come from. No slums, A mayor of 25 years, my grandfather's name was Giuseppe. He farmed that land for all his needs, and he had plenty. Grew his own tobacco, rolled his own cigarettes. When they had dinner gas, he would take the car to the market, trade his harvest to local artists and butchers. A true pusher with an ox in the cellar, making and bottling brew a wine. Brewed me a stash in 77, drank one last year. Still got 11 in the cellar with the backs when the walls are packed with hay and earth. Little shuffle, my name is written right next to my date of birth in pencil. On them bottles that Giuseppe left for me. My family tree, my bloodline. That's what you said, Andre. Said, Andre. The house must stay. The house must stay. What you said, Andre. Said, Andre. That fucking house must stay. The house must stay. But the picture was on my face again, my friend. I would end this one right now. Chop a 9 to 5 so my father wouldn't have to sell that house. Takes these guilty pleasures, let him church and disappear.